Hey guys, today we're taking a look at my rank 10 deck. Now, a few people have requested this. They wanted me to try to build a deck that mostly utilizes rank 10s. There's a few different ways to do this. I'll talk about a lot of it. I have to say though, this deck is very weak compared to the OCG version of it. There are some OCG cards that are extremely strong for this deck type, and I'll talk about that when I get into the side deck. There are things you could do in the TCG to make it work, but I just think the OCG version is much stronger because of the consistency that it has. So first off, we're going to be running two effect Veiler. So dealing with effects, giving us access to synchros in case we can't make rank 10s, and it helps because we can do Galaxy Queen's Light, and I'll talk about that so we can do other plays. 3 Exodius. Exodius, one of the easiest rank 10s to summon, so very, very nice to be able to bring this guy out. Obviously, you'll have to shuffle things into the deck. You'll need at least a monster in the graveyard. Not hard for this deck, and it also works well with Mirror Ladybug. So 3 Level Eater. Level Eater is really, really good in combination with Galaxy Queen's Light, so you can make that play and get things out quickly. 3 Malefic Cyber End Dragon. Again, a very easy rank 10 to bring out. Comparatively, we can do this with our field card or skill drain. Either way, we'll be able to get him out. 3 Metaion. A Metaion is a really amazing stall card, but on top of that, another rank 10 that we can easily normal summon, which is nice. And then we have 3 Mirror Ladybug, so a really interesting card. As long as your graveyard is empty, you can easily bring this guy out and make a rank 10 play, which is very, very nice. Combos really well with Exodius, so I really like that. 2 Mystic Tomato, so Mystic Tomato can get out Level Eater or Yubel, which, both can help you do what you need to do, so I like that for this deck. 2 Rocket Arrow Express. This card is very, very risky to use, but it still, allows you to make an interesting special summon, and you can make other good plays with it. So I do like having access to Rocket Arrow Express, especially with the limited amounts of, rank 10s we do have access to. 2 Tragoedia, another level 10 that gives you easy access. Won't be able to do too many of its effects, but still very nice to have. 2 Yubel, so Yubel will get out easily with Mystic Tomato. The hard part is that obviously it can be a dead draw, but other than that, it can be very nice to have this stall card that also will make plays for you. 1 Foolish Burial. There's a few graveyard things going on, so nice to have Foolish Burial for this deck. 2 Forbidden Lance. Very nice to protect our very powerful monsters that we're putting a lot of resources into. 3 Galaxy Queen's Light. We can make Effect Veiler, Level Eater, Mystic Tomato, all of them. We can make them level 10 with that, which is really nice. 1 Limiter Removal. All the XYZs for this deck that you're going to be using, well, most of them are machines, so Limiter Removal will lead you to OTKs and really strong plays. 3 Mound of the Bound Creator, protecting our level 10s, also giving us access to Malefic Cyber End with a field card, which is nice. 3 Metal Reflect Slime, another level 10 that you can easily get out. And 2 Skill Drain, helping us with Malefic, helping us, kind of counter certain things. If we do get our XYZs out and want to use it as a beater, that could be nice to get, kind of deal with our opponent's stuff. We can use our robot, get rid of their spell and traps, activate Skill Drain, and then they won't be able to do too much, which is pretty nice. So now for the extra deck, we're going to be running 3 Cyber End Dragon, obviously, for Malefic. 2 Star Eater, obviously we can bring this up pretty easily with, Effect Veiler and our rank 10s. I didn't think it was necessary to put in other synchros in this deck. For the rank 10 XYZs, 1 number C9, this is just more of a situational card. I think the other ones are more useful, but I do like having access to one of these. 3 Skypalace and 3 Gustav, really, really powerful cards that I like having access to. And then 2 Superdimensional Robot Galaxy Destroyer, the super boss of the deck if you can get this guy out, very, very powerful. And then 1 Slacker Magician just in case with our, few level 1s. We do have a good amount of level 1s in this deck. You could run more rank 1 XYZs if you want, but I just chose to run, as many rank 10s as I could. So now for the side deck, if you haven't seen a video of mine before, in the side deck I kind of just talk about other recommended cards, other ideas I've seen, other things that could be useful for the deck. Not meant to be a side deck for matches, but I will throw around some stuff that I really think could be interesting for this deck. So DD Esper Star Sparrow is an interesting one because you can easily special summon it from the graveyard, but it will usually get destroyed once you do that, so I don't think it's very, very useful. Koitsu is normally a dead draw, but if you do use Mother Grizzly, you can kind of do what you're doing with Mystic Tomato and Yubel, but I think that's too much of a choice to make for this deck. Night Express Knight, this is one of the cards that makes the OCG version very, very consistent because you can easily normal summon this, so that's a very good card for this deck. Sephylon, it could be a good card for this deck, but obviously having to load the graveyard is kind of difficult for how I'm running the deck. Plow, Hustle, Rustle, another really nice card in the OCG that allows you to easily special summon with this card. Rank Up, you can use Rank Up with Skypalace, and you could bring out Babylon, I believe it's called, which is also a very powerful card. Soul Charge, it's tough in this deck to use Soul Charge because of some of the things I'm trying to do. Some of the cards don't work that way. Our graveyard kind of gets shuffled around a bit, but I can still see it being useful. Another OCG card very powerful for this deck is Special Schedule, allowing us to special summon one of those machine type monsters. There's a bunch of other XYZ support cards in here, XYZ Burst, XYZ Territory. I didn't mean to have two in here, but there's other XYZ support cards you can have. XYZ Reborn, XYZ Reflect. You can see the power of a bunch of those. Also Limit Reverse, because there are a few of these rank 10s that you can special summon from the graveyard using Limit Reverse. So obviously that can be powerful, but we do have Soul Charge, in case you want to do that as well. There are a few combos you can do very easily using some of those cards. So that's my rank 10 deck. Again, just focused on bringing out a lot of rank 10 XYZs. Like I was saying, the consistency can be an issue. If we do get the OCG cards, I think this deck can become very, very strong. But I think it kind of hits a ceiling without as much, easily summoned or normal summoned or special summoned cards. That's the trouble with this deck. But I think with Mound and some of the things you're doing, you can stall for a bit and get things out and make big plays with it if you do get the right card combinations. But if you guys do have any ranked 10 decks of your own, post below. Let me know in the comments. You could talk about what cards you use. Maybe there's something I didn't think about. You could definitely post below. Let me know. I'd love to hear that. I want to, keep experimenting. This is the first time I've built this deck, so I really want to hear other ideas that people are thinking about, and maybe I'll make it stronger as it goes on. But that's about it for me. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later.